wonderful one, Hungry Panda. It's not over just yet, beautiful. We're on a boat, motherfucker! Oh. I have flowers.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Is this game gonna make me cry? I'm so tired of games making me cry.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
What's with your glove,
Inside
girl?
the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Final notice.
I had been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Huh. Let's go ahead and close that. Alright, or not.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Hey, I wasn't done looking at that.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I like danger. Oh, can't go that way.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Why not? It's dope. Look
But
at
now
it.
I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
If you say so. Milton Finch was missing. Oh no. Ooh. Shift, Control, Alt, Space, click, right click. Oh shit. Germ 1187.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Huge.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Uncomfortable? Unsettled? Oh, they're strewn about everywhere.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oof. Audio bugs. That's what I'm afraid of.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Yee yee.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. My pregos? It's got a Buddha belly. Buddha belly. Oh, you're a little person.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
It was dark, but hella cool. Yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna get dark really fast. I'm gonna do more of an adventure cinematic playthrough, I think.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
I mean, you grew up here, so I mean, it is kinda your home. This was
But
a
instead of a
2016.
family, there were just memories of one.
I'm Lewis! I knew it. Oh, never mind. I'm not Lewis. Lewis is dead.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Stoner boy. Rip.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Eddie! Who's Eddie? Can I? If that's Lewis, and then Eddie's grandma? That's gotta be Dawn. You went on a crazy acid trip? I guess we'll find out. You spelled acid wrong. You guys had a lot
Nothing
of...
in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I have too many teeth.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Okay, it's not Eddie, it's Edie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Can I... Okay. Who just abandons a house?
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
So why is there a Sasquatch? Oh. She like directed a Sasquatch movie? Paul Whitmore?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Just break the glass. I'll get it every time I go by it, Frosty. So I'm sure I'll see it again.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Don't spoil things. Come on.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's creepy on the door. I don't like that. And the fact that it's like sealed.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh, I don't know if they're dead.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is so bizarre.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
This is so bizarre. I love the doors. That is so cool. Edie and Sven.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Fun as fuck. Yeah, it seems like it. So, it's such a big family. How the fuck am I supposed to keep up with any of this?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch. She's died too.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Mom sounds like a real cunt.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I already went down there. They're so young.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why? Yeah, I've never played this before. This is definitely interesting. I've never seen it before either. Reese recommended it to me, actually.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Probably the truth. Did you just start it? Yeah, I just started it. Okay. I can try
When the
that.
paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Dust. A lot of dust.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Yeah, it really is.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
She's got a map.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil!
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I thought about
eating Christopher,
God.
but I held back.
I got second thoughts and ate them anyways. Frosty, did you leave me? If you did, that's okay. I get it.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
And then suddenly, a barn swallow attack. Some blinking red in the distance. You see that?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Aww. There he is.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oop, wrong way. I got skills, boys.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Rabbits.
Yeet.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
A mama rabbit.
It's the same
She was
thing.
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Guys, I don't know how I feel about this right now. Am I on like a different ethereal plane? stream keeps going down. You done, son? You done? Oh my god. The king is back, baby. The fuck you think happened? Probably just latency. Oh, it's over there now. Oh, I just dropped. Thank you for the host. I like playing these relaxing games when I'm like exhausted like this.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I'm a squid, not a monster.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Sure.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Did they fap to make those songs, Ben? Maybe.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Wait, 3 viewers? One's my YouTube and one's my Twitch. I'm just using for moderation. I think you're actually the only person here.
I got closer and closer.
Who joined then left? It might have just been like a little glitch. I don't know what I'm looking for.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
She died at the young age of 10 years old. Okay. Ingeborg? Sanjay? Interesting.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Bob the snake. Burpee the bird. Derpy. Zerpy. Purpley. Lurpy. And Rob. Bob and Rob. Shrine sketches.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Fortune. Norway.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
I understand suspension of disbelief, but what am I looking at?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, that one room had a house underneath the ocean.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Wait, that's not that old. Because Molly would have been born around the time he died. Barbara came after Molly. They would be related. Edie grew up to be super old. Very recently died. Actually, Edie and Lewis died the same year. Your name's Edith, too. It's all covered up.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year. just in time to replace the old ones.
Why do you need gloves? Sven. Conspiracy now. My Friend Bigfoot. That's the movie.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Why? Sam Kay's wedding. Dawn poetry recital. Edith interview, Channel 7.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
That one's marked with red. You're special.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
So is that why they added on to the extra rooms?